All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Sarabjit Kaur and with me is Tanvi Taneja. The headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to all Chief Ministers, seeks their views on future strategy in fight against COVID-19. Cabinet Secretary reviews Corona situation in 13 worst affected cities. Advance reservation period for all 30 special Rajdhani-type trains extended from 30 to 120 days. Uttar Pradesh government to sign MOUs with industry associations to create 10 lakh jobs for migrant workers. 13 special flights to bring home 2,000 Indian nationals stranded in Gulf countries today. Air India to fly back 150 Indians from Sri Lankan capital Colombo under Vande Bharat mission. New Delhi says India and China have established mechanisms to peacefully resolve situations arising in border areas. Home Minister Amit Shah spoke to all Chief Ministers yesterday regarding the COVID-19 situation in states and union territories. He invited their suggestions on the future strategy to deal with the pandemic and the lockdown, which is scheduled to end on 31st May. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba held a meeting with municipal commissioners, district magistrates of 13 COVID-19 hit cities to take a review of the situation. The meeting bears significance as these 13 cities are considered to be the worst novel coronavirus affected locations and constitute about 70% of the positive cases in the country. The cities are Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Thane, Pune, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Indore, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Chengalpattu and Tiruvallur. The Chief Secretaries of all concerned states and union territories attended the meeting. A report.
The measures taken by the officials and the staff of the municipal corporations for the management of COVID-19 cases were reviewed during the meeting. The central government has already issued guidelines on management of COVID-19 in urban settlements. Highlights of this strategy include work on high-risk factors, indices such as confirmation rate, fatality rate, doubling rate, and tests per million people. Centre has stressed that containment zones are to be geographically defined based on factors like mapping of cases and contacts and their geographical dispersion. This would enable in demarcating a well-defined perimeter and enforcing the strict protocol of lockdown. The cities are advised that the area should be appropriately defined by the district administration and local urban body with technical inputs from local level. With Divakar, Suparna Saikia, AIR News, Delhi.
Indian Railways has decided to increase the advance reservation period from the existing 30 days to 120 days for all 30 special Rajdhani-type trains operating since 12th of May. It will also be applicable on all 200 special mail express, which will start operations from 1st of next month. These changes will be implemented with effect from 8 a.m. of the train booking date of 31st of this month onwards. It said booking of parcel and luggage will also be permitted in all these 230 trains. The ministry said the other terms and conditions, such as current booking and Tatkal quota allocation of seats to roadside stations, will be the same as in regular timetabled trains. Indian Railways has distributed more than 85 lakh free meals and about 1.25 crore free water bottles to migrants travelling in Shramik special trains since 1st of May this year. The Ministry of Railways said, subsequent to the Home Ministry order regarding movement of migrant workers, pilgrims, tourists, students and other persons stranded at different places, Indian Railways has been operating Shramik special trains from 1st of this month. The ministry said till date 3,736 Shramik special trains have been operationalized from various states, while about 67 are in the pipeline. So far, around 50 lakh migrants have been transported through Shramik special trains in 27 days. In addition to Shramik specials, Railways are running 15 pairs of special trains connecting New Delhi and plans to start 200 more timetabled trains on 1st of June. Southern Railway continues to operate a series of Shramik special trains for migrant workers. More from our Chennai correspondent.
The Southern Railway has transported more than 3 lakh guest workers in 240 Shramik special trains in just 27 days since May 1st. They include 165 special trains that originated from Tamil Nadu, 57 from Kerala, 17 from parts of Karnataka falling within the Southern Railway, and 1 from Puducherry. Station-wise, Chennai Central, Coimbatore, Tirupur and Tiruvallur in Tamil Nadu and Mangalore in Karnataka share the maximum Shramik special trains from the Southern Railway to originate the travel. The train destinations mostly included Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. The authorities from the state governments concerned brought the passengers from different locations to the originating stations. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has formally launched the facility for instant allotment of PAN on near-to-real-time basis. This facility is now available for those PAN applicants who possess a valid Aadhaar number and have a mobile number registered with Aadhaar. The allotment process is paperless and an electronic PAN, e-PAN, is issued to the applicants free of cost. The beta version of the facility of instant PAN through Aadhaar-based e-KYC was started on 12th of February on the e-filing website of Income Tax Department. Since then, over 6,77,000 instant PANs have been allotted with a turnaround time of about 10 minutes till 25th of this month. A total of 50.52 crore PANs have been allotted to the taxpayers, out of which around 49.39 crore are allotted to the individuals and more than 32.17 crore are seeded with Aadhaar so far. Government has decided to take forward the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program using innovative ways during the COVID-19 outbreak. A decision in this regard was taken at a recent meeting of secretaries of partner ministries under the program. During the meeting, Human Resource Development Secretary Amit Khare stressed on the need to have innovative ways to carry the program forward in view of the prevailing conditions of COVID-19. Tourism Secretary Yogendra Tripathi said that institutions under his ministry are organizing webinars on various aspects of tourism. Culture Secretary Anand Kumar suggested all webinars of different ministries should be brought under a common platform of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. Secretary Department of Youth Affairs Usha Sharma also suggested sharing of digital material prepared by different departments. Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Vikram Sahai suggested that good practices and success stories of each state may also be shared with the partner states. The objectives of the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program is to celebrate the university in diversity of the country and to maintain and strengthen the fabric of traditionally existing emotional bonds between the people. It is also intended to promote the spirit of national integration through a deep and structured engagement between all states and union territories. A report.
The objective of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program is to showcase the rich heritage and culture, customs and traditions of either state for enabling people to understand and appreciate India's diversity. To carry forward this unique initiative in the present time, it has been decided to move towards digital medium for the activities under the program by each participating ministry and department. A decision has been taken to organize webinars on Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat themes for their wide dissemination and to have a common repository for the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat digital resources that can be used by every ministry. During the meeting, it was also agreed that a revised communication plan needs to be made and Doordarshan's 30-minute weekly program on Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat should be destination-based with inputs from all ministries. With Divakar, Anupam Mishra, AR News, Delhi.
Union Minister Ramvilas Paswan chaired the review meeting with the Food Corporation of India, FCI's zonal executive directors and regional general managers on the distribution and procurement of food grains. The Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution said the centre has made allocation of 8 lakh metric tons food grains to 37 states and union territories for this month and the next month. According to FCI, against this allocation, so far over 2 lakh metric tons of food grains have been lifted by the states. The Minister, while reviewing the allocation of food grains under Atmanirbhar Bharat package for stranded migrants through video conferencing, directed the FCI to coordinate with the states to expedite the lifting of food grains. Under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, the centre has made allocation of over 120 lakh metric tons food grains to the states for the month of April, May and June this year. During the meeting, the FCI informed that against this allocation, around 96 lakh metric tons food grain have been lifted by the states and UTs. In an effort to guard against fake news being circulated on various platforms, we bring you our segment on fact-checking and myth-busters. A video of a woman lying on the ground is being circulated in the context of migrant situation during the COVID-19 outbreak. The PIB fact-check Twitter handle tweeted that the video was incorrect. The tweet said that it was an old video and was being shared out of context. It also warned against believing such false claims.
Delimitation Commission held a meeting yesterday to review the progress of direction given by the Commission in its first meeting last month. Information on details of State Election Commissioner has been received from Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur and Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier, there was slight delay in organizing the first meeting due to ongoing lockdown because of COVID-19 pandemic. Nomination of associate members as required under Delimitation Act 2002 has been received from the Lok Sabha. Also, nomination of associate members from the Legislative Assembly of Assam and Manipur have been received. Requisite census data has been received from Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India.
You're listening to the morning news on All India Radio. Before we move on, a reminder of the headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to all Chief Ministers, seeks their views on future strategy in the fight against COVID-19. Cabinet Secretary reviews Corona situation in 13 worst affected cities. Advance reservation period for all 30 special Rajdhani type trains extended from 30 to 120 days. Uttar Pradesh government to sign MOUs with industry associations to create 10 lakh jobs for migrant workers. 13 special flights to bring home 2,000 Indian nationals stranded in Gulf countries today. Air India to fly back 150 Indians from Sri Lankan capital Colombo under Vande Bharat mission. And New Delhi says India and China have established mechanisms to peacefully resolve situations arising in border areas. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Uttar Pradesh government will sign MOUs with industry associations to create 10 lakh jobs for migrant workers. More from our correspondent.
In the presence of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath today, MSME Department of State will sign MOUs with industries and business chambers for providing 10 lakh skilled and semi-skilled manpower. State MSME Minister Siddharth Nath Singh said that with this agreement, the dream of many migrant laborers will be fulfilled due to the vision of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Under this agreement, Indian Industries Association has asked for 5 lakh workers, while National Real Estate Development Council asked for 2.5 lakh and CII has asked for 2 lakh workers. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has started the mission for migrant workers with the motto of Har Haath Ko Kaam, Har Ghar Mein Rozgar, means work to every hand and employment to every house. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Madhya Pradesh government is preparing a database under the Sumitra scheme launched on a pilot basis by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 24th April. The scheme aims to provide land ownership rights to people in rural areas. On the basis of the database prepared under this scheme, land rights records and property registers of rural settlements will also be prepared at the Panchayat level. A report.
The survey work will be done by the Survey of India through the Panchayat and Rural Development and Revenue Department. Under the scheme, 10 districts of the state have been selected as pilot projects in the first year. The survey of the remaining 42 districts will be conducted in the second and third year. 10,553 revenue villages of these 10 districts have been included in the first phase of this survey. The main goal of the Rural Population Survey scheme is to prepare the land rights record of village properties and to provide ownership to each property owner. The benefit of having a rights record will be that it will make it easier to take loans from the bank on the properties. The process of family division and transfer of assets will be smooth and family disputes will also be less. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The number of active cases of COVID-19 in Maharashtra reached 38,939. The COVID-19 cases in Mumbai crossed the 35,000 mark with the addition of 1,438 new infections, while the death toll rose above 1,100. More from our correspondent.
The count of coronavirus cases in Dharavi in Mumbai rose to 1,675 yesterday as 36 more people tested positive for the infection. No death due to COVID-19 is reported in the slum-dominated area since Wednesday evening. In neighboring Thane, Municipal Transport Committee buses and school buses have been converted into ambulance in order to avoid shortage of ambulance to take COVID-19 patients to the hospital. Konkan Railway has operated over 50 Shramik special trains to ferry stranded migrant laborers from Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka. Similarly, Mumbai Airport has operated 52 flights, including 26 outbound services, catering to more than 5,500 passengers on the 4th day of resumption of domestic air services after a 2-month break. Madhuri Pange, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Gujarat, the total number of patients recovered from COVID-19 crossed the 8,000 mark yesterday. As many as 454 patients were discharged from various hospitals yesterday. The state recorded 22 deaths due to COVID-19 in the past 24 hours. We have a report.
Although the cases in Ahmedabad continue to rise, but the number of discharges is also increasing in the district. Ahmedabad district recorded 11,344 cases, which accounts for more than 70% of the total cases in the state. Surat reported 1,465 cases, while Rajkot recorded 947 cases till now. The state government relaunched a vaccination drive from this month, which was temporarily closed due to lockdown. So far, over 5 lakh pregnant women and children have been covered under the drive in this month. Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court yesterday assigned a suo motu PIL and other pleas related to COVID-19 outbreak in the state to a new bench. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
A ship began its journey from Chennai to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, bringing stranded passengers to their home. Let's hear a report on this.
In Kolasib district, Pangbalkon is rich in agriculture, but the farmers were facing difficulty in harvesting because most of the farm laborers went to their native places. Talking to AIR News, President of the...
Meanwhile, in Mizoram, people living in rural areas are following lockdown guidelines strictly. Village councils have been playing a key role in maintaining smooth functioning of day-to-day affairs of the people. Throughout the state, these village councils are monitoring that people follow lockdown guidelines and are also helping people by supplying foods, vegetables and other essential goods. A report.
In Kolasib district, Pangbalkon is rich in agriculture, but the farmers were facing difficulty in harvesting because most of the farm laborers went to their native places. Talking to AIR News, President of the Village Council, Mr. Vanal Khaka, said they took the help of volunteers of the Village Task Force and Young Mizo Association for the works of cultivation. He also informed that most of the families in the area have been provided works under MGNREGA this month. Also, as the council has been active, farmers and poor people received financial help under PM Garib Kalyan Yojana and PM Kishan Samman. The village council also took responsibility in supplying food, vegetables to the people and also seeds to farmers. With Andrew Irene, AIR News, Aizawl.
The External Affairs Ministry has said India and China have established mechanisms both at military and diplomatic levels to resolve situations which may arise in border areas peacefully through dialogue. In a virtual briefing, Ministry spokesperson Anurag Srivastav said Indian troops have taken a very responsible approach on border management. He said that India remains firm in the resolve to ensuring India's sovereignty and national security.
Our troops have taken a very responsible approach towards border management and strictly follow the procedures laid out in various bilateral agreements and protocols with China to resolve any issue that may arise in the border areas. The two sides have established mechanisms both at military and diplomatic levels to resolve situations which may arise in border areas peacefully through dialogue. We continue to remain engaged through these channels. India is committed to the objective of maintenance of peace and tranquility in the border areas with China, and our armed forces scrupulously follow the consensus reached by our leaders and the guidance provided. At the same time, we remain firm in our resolve to ensuring India's sovereignty and national security.
Under Vande Bharat mission, 13 special flights will bring home 2,000 Indian nationals stranded in Gulf countries today. More from our correspondent.
Vande Bharat mission continues to touch the lives of various distressed and stranded nationals abroad. 13 flights have been scheduled from Gulf countries to India, more than half of which are from the UAE. There are 6 flights from Dubai to Jaipur, Kochi, Kannur, Hyderabad, Kozhikode and Thiruvananthapuram. For Jaipur, it is the first flight from UAE under the Vande Bharat mission. Another 2 flights are scheduled from Abu Dhabi to Kozhikode and Thiruvananthapuram. From Saudi Arabia, there is a flight to Srinagar and Kozhikode. This is also the first flight to Srinagar from the kingdom. Kuwait has 2 flights to Ahmedabad and Kozhikode. Muscat has 1 flight to Kochi and Doha has 1 flight to Kannur. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
An AIR India flight will bring home around 150 Indian nationals from Sri Lankan capital Colombo today as part of Vande Bharat mission. This is the first repatriation flight under the mission from Sri Lanka and includes destinations of Mumbai, Bhubaneswar and Kolkata. Indian High Commission in Colombo said priority is being given to compelling cases in distress, including migrant workers who have been laid off, medical emergency, students and those suffering personal losses. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Passengers have started reaching Colombo airport from where Air India flight will take off to Mumbai, followed by Bhubaneswar and Kolkata. All safety precautions are being taken at the airport and medical screening will be carried out for passengers before their boarding. More flights are expected from Colombo in next phase, while INS Jalaso of Indian Navy will sail from Colombo port carrying around 700 Indian nationals to Tuticorin on Monday. This will be the first voyage of Navy ship from Sri Lanka as part of its Samudra Setu mission. There are around 1,700 Indian nationals registered with Indian High Commission for evacuation due to COVID crisis and have been waiting for returning back home. Around 100 of them are tourists who came for holiday for few days but got stuck due to stopping of international flights. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
In our series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. M.V. Padma, Head of Neurosciences Centre, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, New Delhi, has said that people need to stay home to stay safe and break the chain of transmission of COVID-19.
A virus has invaded our earth. It has invaded us. And there are zillion concerns. There are concerns about our survival, about food, about education, about career, about profession, about our movements. But these are questions for the first time in 3 generations that we are facing. But they're of relevance only if we are alive. To stay alive, stay home.
Dr. Neeraj Nischal, Associate Professor in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, spoke about why it is essential to follow advisories.
It has been seen that those who have or may have COVID-19 are being shamed publicly. When this disease does not discriminate, then why should we? Most of COVID-19 disease patients will get cured and return safely to their homes within 2 weeks. Let's fight the disease and not the disease. As a member of civilized society, it's our responsibility to help fellow citizens in their hour. So stop stigmatizing and start empathizing.
News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program has held a special discussion on COVID-19. Participating in our live program, Senior Physician Dr. Balbir Singh advised the marketing agents to maintain social distancing while doing their work. He also advised them to look for alternative marketing options like telemarketing or online marketing to avoid the infection.
फेस शील्ड्स बहुत यूजफुल हो सकते हैं ऐसे लोगों के लिए. उनको डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा जिसको मिलना है. अगर ये टेली सोर्स से हो सकती है ऐसी मार्केटिंग, फोन से या कंप्यूटर से, तो शायद वो बहुत फायदेमंद होगा. फील्ड में जाने से अच्छा है टेलीफोन से या कंप्यूटर से डिस्कस कर सकते हैं अपनी प्रोडक्ट, तो फार बेटर है.
Dr. Balbir Singh said keeping the houses clean is fair enough to secure ourselves from the infection. He further added that there is no need to ask any sanitizer company to sanitize our homes.
आप अपने घर में स्ट्रेंजर नहीं आने देंगे. दूसरी चीज, आप हैंड हाइजीन फॉलो करेंगे. ऐसा नहीं हो कि हाइजीन घर पे ना फॉलो करें. तीसरी चीज, सैनिटाइजर कंपनी को बुला के घर पे सैनिटाइज कराना, मैं इस पे बिल्कुल मानता नहीं. घर को साफ रखिए, फ्लोर्स को साफ रखिए, यही सबसे बढ़िया सैनिटाइजेशन.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its live phone-in program Samvad today will bring you a special program on railways where listeners can ask questions to the experts related to passenger trains on toll-free number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 7:10 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also listen to us on the News on AIR app. The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program today, will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. Now let us take a look at today's weather forecast. Residents of New Delhi woke up to a pleasant morning today as light to moderate rains lashed the national capital, bringing respite from soaring temperatures and the ongoing heat wave. New Delhi is predicted to face thunderstorms with squalls today, with minimum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and maximum 38 degrees Celsius. Mumbai may witness partly cloudy sky. The minimum temperature in the city will be 28 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 33 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will also see a partly cloudy sky. The temperature will hover between 30 and 37 degrees Celsius. Kolkata may witness generally cloudy sky with one or two spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature in the metropolis will witness 24 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 33 degrees. Meanwhile, under the influence of a western disturbance, there is possibility of rain and thunderstorm at isolated places and very likely over western Himalaya region and adjoining plains till tomorrow. In the north, in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature will be 26 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum will be around 40 degrees Celsius. The city will observe partly cloudy sky and there is a possibility of rain, thunderstorm or dust storm as well. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature will be 15 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 26 degrees. In Gilgit, the temperature will hover between 13 and 36 degrees Celsius with mainly clear skies. In Muzaffarabad, the sky is expected to be partly cloudy with possibility of rain, thunderstorm or dust storm.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. All newspapers today talk about the relief extended to migrant workers. The Indian Express headline reads, "Migrants don't have to pay to go home, ensure they get food on the way," says Supreme Court. A story in the Tribune states, law school grads hire plane to ferry migrants. The threat of locust attacks looms large over the country. The Hindustan Times informs Delhi among states on alert for locusts, copters on standby. Acknowledging that COVID-19 pandemic poses a serious threat to the stability of the global financial systems, government regulators to step in with more liquidity steps, states the Financial Express. The Hindu Business Line talks about how the 10,000 crore PPE industry popped up in barely 2 months. And finally, with more and more people staying indoors and home delivery being the new buzzword, the Times of India states ice cream companies start home delivery as sales dive 40%.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to all chief ministers, seeks their views on future strategy in fight against COVID-19. Cabinet Secretary reviews corona situation in 13 worst affected cities. Advance reservation period for all 30 special Rajdhani type trains extended from 30 to 120 days. Uttar Pradesh government to sign MOUs with industry associations to create 10 lakh jobs for migrant workers. 13 special flights to bring home 2,000 Indian nationals stranded in Gulf countries today. Air India to fly back 150 Indians from Sri Lankan capital Colombo. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.